Hello, Facebook fans. This is DX Engineering, and this is Tuesdays with DX Engineering. Today we have Troy, AC8OW, and we're talking field day. And when you think you've heard it all or you've done it all, stay tuned because we're going to give you some great ideas today to help you have a fun and safe field day. Troy, what are you doing with your club for field day?
So actually, we're getting two clubs that I belong to together and doing one big field day. And we're going to be operating as a 5 Alpha participant this year. And we're going to have a GOTA station. We've got the whole gamut covered this year. We're excited about it.
Well, that is really great to get two clubs together and to maximize your effort by pooling your resources together. Now, 5A, that means the A means you're a club, and 5 means you're going to have up to 5 transmitters simultaneously. Plus, you can have the GOTA, the get on the air stations, and you can have VHF stations. So, about how many people do you think you'll have, Troy?
We'll probably have somewhere in the neighborhood of 40 people participating and gathering for the event.
And what call sign?
Whiskey 8 India Delta.
W8ID. That's a great call sign, and it should be easy to find a 5A with lots of transmitters. Let's talk about the field day setup, Troy. What kinds of antennas do you have planned?
So we're going to be using a hex beam for our CW station. We've got an end fed. We've got 2 different dipoles and chameleon M-pass vertical.
So how are you, what is the hex beam going to be mounted on?
The hex beam is going to be mounted on one of our 46-foot heavy-duty fiberglass telescopic masts.
Okay. And are you using a rotator or is it just Armstrong?
It's rotating by Armstrong.
Very, very efficient and easy to do. And I know you're a big fan of using dipoles. So let's take a look at one of the products that we've just recently introduced, which is the dipole winder kit with wire and a balon. You want to talk about that?
Sure. Yes, it is up on the screen. And that is they're stamped out of printed circuit board, so it's nice and lightweight, easy to carry, and available for a wide variety of bands. It can be done as a linked dipole, which makes it even easier to cover different bands. There we go. That's the linking how we've done the linking so that we can extend the bands out. It is a 1-to-1 choke balun to help with the common mode currents that can be prevalent on those wire antennas. It even includes the bongo ties to tie it all together. Comes with a couple clips to help suspend it from the mast or whatever you're putting it up in the tree, however you're choosing to put it up on.
And so with the wire that is here in this particular kit, what bands can we cover?
So on that particular one, I believe that is a 20 meter wire
length 80 feet. So I guess we can get up to 40 meters as well. Yeah, this is a real easy way, inexpensive. All the parts are here, right? I mean,
everything you need except a little bit of rope to hoist it up in the tree.
Right. And looks like we've had quite a run on them. We have 8 left in stock. Let's talk about the coax that goes up to these antennas. What about RG8X? What about RG174? What do you think?
So I'm a big fan of RG8X just because it's what I'm comfortable with, and we all know how that goes. We get comfortable with something, we stick with it. But I am excited we now have it in the bright orange, especially for field day or any event we're going to be out interacting with the public and have lots of our own people running around. It's just nice to have that high visibility, so that
Right.
hopefully avoid any of those trips and falls. But the RG8X and the RG174 are available with BNC connectors. So if you are using one of our dipole winder kits like you just showed, those have BNC connectors on them, and so it makes it quite easy, and especially if you're interfacing with a QRP rig that has the BNCs on it as well.
And let's talk about this balon, this choke balon that's in the center. That is really well done and protected, and interfaces directly with that BNC connector you talked about, right?
Yes, everything is all already pre-wired, pre-wound, and the heat shrink is on there so that it can protect it from the elements somewhat. I wouldn't leave it out there on a permanent basis, but if you get a little bit of mist while you're pulling it down, you're not going to hurt it. It's pretty well protected.
But this sets up. I mean, Troy, how long would you say it would take? If you shoot up a rope in the tree or some string in the tree, how long do you think it would take to get you on the air?
So I actually used one of these at a POTA activation, and just for the fun of it, timed it, and I was able to get on the air in about 6 minutes, 6.5
Wow.
minutes.
Wow. And it really works. I mean, a dipole is a very, very effective antenna. The inverted V will work okay, but when you get those ends close to the ground, you don't have the efficiency that you have when the ends are up in the air. But still, it really, I mean, when you think of some of the loaded antennas, Troy, these are highly effective.
Oh, very much so. I use dipoles here in the shack every day. I've got a dipole up at about 45, 50 feet, and have worked almost 100 countries on that dipole. It's a very,
Right.
very efficient, very effective.
And do you see the spool antenna?
Yes.
All right, so here's another. This is end-fed half wave, 40 through 10 meters. Will take 100 watts. We have some of those in stock. The res antennas. How about the res antennas, Troy? A lot of guys having a lot of really good luck. Now, some of them are not in stock, but some of them are in stock. And of course, we have there's an LDG balon. This is brand new, a new key. And here's the band link kits, the new Yaesu that we have some of the FTX1s in stock.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, every day, I mean, we're adding things to the What's New page. And some of the stuff we get in so quick and it goes out of stock. Why don't you talk a little bit about these protection guards for the FTX1 I've got up here, Troy?
So the FTX1, the new Yaesu rig, this is kind of a cage that goes around the control head, the field head, as they call it. You can disconnect if you buy the Optima. You snap the field head off, and you've got a QRP rig to take in the field. Personally, anytime I take a rig in the field, I like to have a little bit of protection around it. So that cage that you were just showing is made to slide right over that field head and protect the knobs and buttons and the connections on the back.
Right now, how about these fiberglass masts? You were talking about heavy duty 46-foot mast. And how about your experience with these fiberglass masts?
So they are good, in my opinion, for either permanent or temporary use. I have two of them holding up wire antennas here at the house, and have been up for a number of years. But they're also nice and relatively speaking lightweight enough to throw in the back of the Jeep and take to field day like this weekend, and or use it in a POTA event. They're real simple to set up. We have some nice solutions to set them up and to hold them upright, drive on mast protectors, the guy rings, all kinds of options for putting those fiberglass masts up.
And spare cam locks too. Sometimes you can misplace them, that sort of stuff. So I think it's really good. How about these bandpass filters for field day? Really, really important if you're going to have multiple transmitters running at the same time, right?
Oh, most definitely. So every transmitter that we have on the air will have a bandpass filter on it. We're trying to keep everybody separated. Everybody has to stay in their lane. We're going to walk around my rubber ruler, and if you get caught disconnecting your bandpass filter and going off band, you're going to get your knuckles whacked. But you have to use bandpass filters if you're going to be have that many transmitters in close proximity.
Right. And the VA6AM bandpass filters are a super solution to that. So, that's another kind of, I don't want to call it it's a secret, Troy, but more and more, it really helps cut down the interference. And, let's just talk for a minute about the role of the safety officer when it comes to field day.
So that is the first person that we appoint as our safety officer. Somebody who is going to come up with a plan and that punch list, so to speak, of items that we need to make sure we're taking care of. And then we do some brainstorming of all of the possible things that could go wrong. Because not only are we going to have experienced operators walking around our site, but the whole goal is to be inviting the public and introducing them to amateur radio. And so, what are the areas that we can eliminate for the public to wander into or to find themselves in trouble in? We want to keep ourselves and the public. We want it to be an open and inviting place, but it has to be a safe place. So we're looking at guy wires. Go ahead.
Right. And yet you do want to make sure that you're marking those guy wires, and go to arrl.org. The entire staff associated with ARRL has done a tremendous job of documenting and putting up all of the packages that you need to have a successful field day. And I want to go over to the chat room, Troy. Brian, W7JET, he says Superstition ARC, all set to operate as Kilo 7 Kilo 4 Alpha Arizona. And if you work them on CW, it's likely W7JET. And everyone have a good time from WA4 Mike Oscar Mike. Rodney is on from Rodney, I think, is down in Texas with a call like Alpha Echo 5 Tango X-Ray and fed half wave on 80 through 10, linked at 80, 75, 40, and 20. Sloper for 40 through 10, inverted V, 80, 75 will be the go-to station antenna, and using a 500-watt SSB un. And he's got LMR 240 coax, he said. And also from Alaska, it's Kilo Lima 5 Norway Echo, and is ready to rock up there. And Rodney says there'll be 5A North Texas in the park for K5COW in Fort Worth. And Rodney says 97 degrees, heat index over 100, gotta drink lots of water. And yes. So we've got J88 India Hotel on Ira, Victor Papa 2 Echo India Hotel, and Kilo Lima 7 Tango Yankee says don't forget to get on 160 meters. And Ira is on from Anguilla, now St. Vincent Island, may do field day. And also our good friend up in Greenville, Pennsylvania, Mike Kilo Echo 3 Juliet Papa, on with us as well. And so it appears how about any last words about field day before we turn everybody loose?
Field day is all about having fun. Be safe, but have fun. Get on the air. Get as many people out there on the air as you can. I look forward to working you on the air.
All right. We'll see you for field day, and good luck to you, Troy, and good luck to everybody, and be safe out there. Until next time, 73 from DX Engineering.
7-3, everybody.